EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Check 180. Check back 33. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Max 56. I want that.
Now Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Open man is Galladay, complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Later 8. 6:37. What's up? 9:55. You ain't going.
Now Khan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They run the draw play with Mack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go 47. Here we go 26.
On play action, Prescott. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now we'll carry from Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack, Carr. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They were looking for Marshall that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Toss play. It's Mack. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another 1st, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Good job.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He'll get this one to Golladay. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago! Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Bears 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Matt Wild now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. To return is Roberts. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport Picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw his car. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point put through by Boswell. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nickell Robey-Coleman. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They try again with Cohen. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. Carr now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, 734.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr caught by the tight end Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
694.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things at 17 all. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go, baby.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Prescott. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
6-18. Express. Check 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr going deep for Diggs. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go right back to Mack. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running jet sweep here, Humphries. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Humphries. His 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
93. 55.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And Diggs has it. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he's able to find Diggs. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Now Carr. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr now to throw. It's complete to Diggs. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Mack, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So this one in the win column. And you've got to say,